Hey friends, so today we are going to be repotting a couple of my prize babies. These are fairly new. I only have two repots, so this is going to be like pretty quick repotting session. See this monstera, this apple monstera I have had for about a little over a year. Um, it's been doing good. Um, it had a new growth point, but it kind of like it dried out because it's winter. Well, we're coming out of winter. It's spring now, and I just believe it just wasn't humid enough in here for it. So that new growth kind of dried out, but it's still doing pretty good. But I just want to move it to a clear pot so that way I can keep an eye on the roots and make sure it's doing good, just for my peace of mind. But I mean, it's doing great. It hasn't died off. The leaves are still looking good. But yeah, and then this um, Monstera Thai Constellation I actually got recently. It's been, I want to say a couple months, at least like 3 months maybe. I got it from one of my favorite nurseries, Hickory Lane plants. Ugh, I can't talk. But yeah, she's a beauty, and this was a really great deal. I believe I got it for about $90, and if you know Thai Constellations, you know that's a really good deal. And I'm just gonna pot her up in. I'm trying to debate if I should do this one or this one. These are just to-go containers. I don't want to put it in this one because this will be way too big. But she got a little root down right here, so I don't know. If I pot her in this, I won't have to repot it for a while, but I'm just worried it might be too much room. So I'll do the Monstera first, and I'll think about which one I'm gonna do for these. And I'm just gonna pot them up in a chunky mix. It has charcoal bits, orchid bark, pumice, and just a little bit of soil. I would like to give my tropicals more of a chunky mix. I just feel like it's better. It just, cause I don't want to be, I'm scared to overwater my plants. So, and I can also reuse the soil because the soil that it's with, oh, the roots, oh, okay. I don't know if you can see, but the roots are pretty stuck in there. See, I was worried for nothing, hopefully, but the roots are getting, oh, the roots seem to be developed pretty good in here. Let me just try to get it out. I don't want to damage the roots too much. But this makes me happy because I was, when you don't see a lot of new growth, you tend to be worried, especially with Agua Monstera. It's a pretty expensive plant, so I don't want to ruin it. But here is the roots. Oh my God, they're gorgeous. Woo. Thank you, Lord, because I was scared. But these root systems look really great, and I'm really excited to get it into a plastic pot. Yeah, this root system looks great. I'm so happy. Thank you. Thank you. I was so stressed out. I was scared that it wasn't gonna make it. But we good. Let me just get some scissors real quick to cut this up. Okay, so I have my scissors. I'm very thankful that 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 looks good because my plants will know. It's very scary when you're dealing with a more expensive plant. And I got one cutting for my anniversary for my husband, and then the other cutting I bought for myself as like a birthday gift. It was either anniversary or my birthday that he got it for me, but I decided to get a second one just like as a just in case measure, and they were about 150 each per cutting. And I believe the price range is still the same. God, these are like stuck. Oh my God. But okay. Oh, these are cute. And I just got these pots from Amazon. I'll put the link down below if you're interested or need one for yourself. It's just an orchid pot. And I usually use like these clear containers. But since this is bigger, I needed something that would fit this a little bit more. So this needs a little bit more room at the bottom. And I just have a bamboo stick in here. And I'm not going to disturb the root ball because, yeah, I don't want to stress it out anymore. Okay, I'm just, oh, it has another root. I got scared. I saw a little like white speck, and I got scared for a second. But yes, I'm just going to pop her in there because I don't want to disturb the roots too much. I'm just gonna add to it. But yeah, so I usually just reuse the to-go containers that I have and do it with that. But since this one's a little big, I had to like bite down and actually purchase a clear pot. So this was my first time purchasing clear pots because this one is a little bit bigger and I couldn't obviously use one of those. But I really like it. This is pretty, I feel like it's pretty sturdy. It's pretty thick. So I feel like that's good. Let me just get some of this off of here. But yeah, so I'm excited for her to grow. My sister and I got one around the same time, and hers actually has a new leaf coming out. So I'm a little jealous. I need mine to get it together. But she's, I mean, well, I can't complain too much since she's doing good, even though that new leaf dying off did have me kind of scared and worried that the roots weren't doing great. But just to see that root ball just really gives me a bit of peace of mind that she's doing good. So I'm just really happy about that. I'm trying to shimmy some down here. Yeah, so I mean, if you have plants that you really care about, or like more expensive plants, then you know exactly how I feel. That it can be a little stressful. That's the only stressful part of plant parenthood that I feel like, because yeah, you invest in these plants, they make you happy, of course, but you also want to make sure that they're good and you're not wasting your money. Especially because I have 4 kids, so I'm not trying to waste money. I'm just trying to fill in some of these gaps down here. I should have put a little bit of soil. But I mean, I know monstera tend to be a little bit hardy. It's just the variegation, and because, like I said, these are a little bit more pricey. Just make sure I'm taking good care of it. I'm just kind of sifting some of these, because there's like a little space between the roots and the side of it. So I'm just sifting some of this orchid bark and soil down there just to make sure there's like no gaps. And then I'll give her a water, since she was pretty dry when I took her out. So I'll give her a water. I was waiting to water her so I can repot her and then water it, because I like to just water it just to help the soil just compact a little bit down there. Instead of, I prefer dry potting, which is like dry soil, rather than potting up with wet soil. I know everybody has their preference. I just feel like potting it with dry soil and then watering it kind of helps it settle a little bit better into the soil. But that's just my preference. Like I said, if it works for you to pot up with wet soil, then you do that. But this is what I like to do for me, and they're looking good. Okay, she's cute. I just gotta get a cover pot and I'll get that. So let's get into this Thai. This one is a little dry as well. Like I said, I was just waiting to see. In these fruits, I don't know, I might put her in the smaller ones. I don't know. The roots are looking great. Hickory Lane plants, I've ordered a couple, and if you're following me on TikTok, then you've seen that they sent me one of my wish list plants in memory of my sister, which was really awesome. And they always provide really great plants. Like, I'm never worried when I shop with them. So I don't know, I feel like the roots are still covered with sphagnum, but they're pretty big, so I feel like she would be okay in this. Yeah, because I don't want to put her in a smaller one and then have to pot her up like at the end of the season. So this one is a new leaf, so I actually was waiting for this to harden off, and it's gotten hardened off, so I feel like she's gonna grow pretty fast, I think. I'm hoping. And I also put holes in here with I have like a heating tool, and I burn holes into it. I'll just do it after this because I don't feel like going back and doing it right now, so it's okay. But yeah, I'm really excited to actually be repotting because all of my plants like don't need to be repotted. So I just feel like, I'm just looking at them, which is fine, but I like to play in the dirt sometimes, you know? And I'm not sure what cover pot I'm going to use for this. I don't have anything that's tall, but like I said, I want to keep these in a clear pot so just so I can keep an eye on the roots. Just so I'm not stressed out. And side note, I love their rooting medium. I want to start doing this, mixing perlite with sphagnum. Usually I do just sphagnum or water, but I've noticed that when I do just sphagnum, it tends to the medium tends to like just group together and kind of get smushed down. So I really like that this aerates it and keeps it moist. So I think I'm gonna start doing this for my own. Sorry, I got dirt. I'm gonna start doing that for my own propagations. I just feel like that would be a really great option for me, a really useful tool. So I'm gonna put this back in here because I'm gonna reuse it. Recycle, reuse. So these are looking good. I could actually just put it. No, I gotta find something else. So we're gonna water these over and then try to find a cover pot for these. And y'all, I'm so happy about this. Like, I already knew this was good because this, you know, was from from people that I know, and they took care of it. And then this I got off Etsy. I can try to find the listing for anybody that's interested, but it's been, like I said, over a year. And I was worried because like I haven't seen any new growth. This already has new growth, but this one I just haven't. And I've read that it's pretty hard to get a new growth with a mid cut, and these are both mid cuts off of the Monstera album. So yeah, I'm just excited to see these babies grow. Like these two were like top on my wish list, and then I also recently got other wish lists in my previous video. I'll link that down below. But a varicosum, and it already has a new growth, so I'm so happy. Like, go off plants, go off baby. So yeah, plants just help on me so much, especially when I see like new growth. I'm like, I took care of it. I did that. You know, I mean, y'all had something to do with it, but I provided the atmosphere. You know, so it just makes me happy. So let's get these baby watered and try to find a cover pot. I'm probably not gonna show you like where I keep all my. I can't show you. It's just kind of messy where I keep all my plant stuff, and it's not, that part of my house is not organized. So, and I'm trying to be more of an organized day, but it's hard. So let's just get them watered, okay? Just gonna give them a nice, thorough watering. And you can see like this orchid pot has holes all around, so I really like that. Helps with drainage. I love that. So I'm gonna just set her right here, and I just poke some holes with like a pin, and I'll poke some more holes too. Oh no. Okay, so we have our plants all watered and settled into their pots. I just put these in these white ones. I didn't really have a lot of options for cover pots. Yeah, most of my pots are being used right now. I actually need to get a couple more bigger pots because I have a lot of these, but I actually need to go get some bigger ones. And they're just a tad tall, but because they're clear, they don't bother me too much. I might shorten this with my heating tool, just so it'll sit right here into the container, since that's where, about here is where the soil stops anyway. So I might shorten this one, but this one I'm gonna leave here because the soil is about top, and because it's clear, it doesn't bother me as much. But yeah, I like it. And I'm gonna have to find something to put in this one because I love this pot. I actually got this from Family Dollar. It's really cute. It has a little face on it. And I don't have many black pots, but I actually might start incorporating just a little bit more color just to go along with the artwork that I have in my home. I have ethnic artwork, I have Mexican artwork, black artwork, and Samoan artwork. So I might be incorporating like I have some terracotta where I just have like fabric wrapped around, and I might do like maybe a tutorial on how to like just add artwork into your terracotta, so it's just like more aesthetically pleasing. But I thought in order to be aesthetic when I first started planting was to get like just basic white and terracotta, but I'm incorporating some black in there because I do have some black frames, and I just love terracotta because a lot of the Mexican artwork has terracotta in it, so it just blends so well. But I just want just a little bit more color in my life, and just to be more true to who I am and who my family is, and I feel like we're very colorful people. So yeah, this is it went well. I'm very happy with, especially with this, because this is who I was worried about. This girl, I don't know, I've heard people say that Thai are harder in their opinion, but I felt like this like transition so much better than my Monstera apple. I don't know. Tell me if you have both. Tell me what you think in your opinion, like what was easier for you to transition in your home. But I feel like it's also all about environment. One plant is going to thrive in one place better than another place. You know, like there's plants that I can't grow that other people can grow so well. Like for me, I'm mostly like a Hoya person. So like I said, these were very scary for me, even though I want them and I do well with like other tropical plants. These are just scary. Just I feel like because of the price point, but yeah, these have transitioned well. And if you want a video on like how I transition like my more expensive plant into my home, like let me know. I can do that too. But yeah, that's gonna be all for today. Just a small repot. I don't really have anything else to repot, which I'm a little sad. I want to repot more, but thank you for watching, and don't forget to comment down below. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.